Why is Liverpool spending looks like it's going to affect them? Because if you look at this season's performance, it's not as the same performance that they demonstrated last season. Because I was looking at their matches since the start of the season. If you look at their first match against Bournemouth, they were throwing that match 2-2 after leading 2-0, and then Bournemouth came back and ended up winning the match later on. But since that match, the games they've been playing, I was never convinced. Because I was like, we're calling this a championship DNA type of thing, that they're going to go and win some matches. But if you look at the way they are playing, it wasn't convincing. And I'm gonna go and talk about Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is one of the big signing, 116 million. He hasn't done anything. Now they're calling him 007. And I really feel sorry for him. Looking at the way Liverpool plays, you look at that midfield three, he's more of a 10 guy, but he doesn't have a space to operate because Liverpool uses more of inverted wingers like inside forwards. And if they're using that, he's a guy that usually needs a space. And if you've been looking at the way he used to play with German, this is the guy that was used as an hybrid winger slash 10 because he liked to get more space going forward. But now with Liverpool, you don't have that space because on the left-hand side, Gakpo wants to come in. On the right-hand side, Salah wants to come in. And then Ekitike has been playing as a centre forward that also wants to come in and collect the ball. So if you're going to have a striker that also wants to collect the ball, where is he going to play? Because he doesn't have a space to move. And the way he's been playing, I'm not convinced. But you know what? I think I prefer Szoboszlai playing in that position than him, because Szoboszlai, even though last season my critique for him was like he doesn't give you more for someone that goes forward more that often. He's supposed to appear more in the score sheets and assist sheets in the season, but because maybe he was doing a lot of work playing more as a box to box, I really understand that. But I can say this: when it comes to Florian Wirtz, some things needs to change. Liverpool needs to change the way they play, and I understand Salah's been off, and I think it's one of the reasons why Liverpool has been struggling lately. It's not really a struggle because they're still on top of the log, and then was a second round game against Galatasaray, which they lost, and they don't look like a team now that is going to pose a threat on a lot of teams. That's a team that's a lot of teams are looking into it and be like, okay, Liverpool is coming into town. But over the weekend, they're going to play Chelsea, which on their side as well, they are struggling, and their problems started when they lost Colville. So since then, they've been having a lot of problems, and now it's more of a disciplinary issues in that team. But I don't want to talk about them in this video. I want to talk about Liverpool. So what Liverpool can fix? First of all, I feel like Liverpool needs to fix the backline. The backline is an issue when it comes to this Liverpool team, because if you look at the right-hand side, they don't not sure actually who's going to play there, because the two guys that are supposed to play in that right-hand side are not match fits. And Szoboszlai goes there and plays. Szoboszlai is one of the players that I like so much. Even if I was a coach, I was going to like players like him, because you need some of the players that can fill in other position, even though it's not their natural position. So him going at the right back and playing very well, I think it's good for the team as well. Looking at the left-hand side as well, left back is a problem. I understand the hype that Kekes has last season, which everyone was hyping him, that Bournemouth was doing great. But I think Bournemouth was doing great going forward, that when they were trying to operate on that right-hand side, the left-hand side of Bournemouth, teams were not really successful in terms of penetrating the side because they were pressing high as well. So I feel like Robertson needs to come back and play there. I always been skeptical about Frimpong. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a kind of right back you need in the Premier League. To me, it feels like another Trent, but Trent was shining because Klopp had to create a system at the back line that will allow Trent to shine so it goes forward, which Trent leaving caused a problem also for Salah, because Mohamed Salah was shining because Trent will open up that space and deliver the balls. And always the time Trent will make sure that he gets the ball and give it to Salah. So Salah will always be hacking that line and then making sure that he goes in with that ball. But since Trent left, that has not been happening, and Salah's been disappearing in games. He reminded me of the performance that he put in last season when they were playing against PSG in the Champions League. He disappeared in those games, and then he went on also to disappear in a game against Newcastle in the final of Carabao Cup. So I feel like Salah must also need to sit on the bench a little bit. I know he hates sitting on the bench. He hates to come on as a sub, but some of the decision needs to be made for a team to actually play better. And I feel like Konate, I know that Konate has been playing well, but I never rated him as one of the top defenders. He's a good defender, but I don't think he's a top defender that you can rely on him and be say, I have Konate, nothing will happen at the back. I still believe one of the things will do happen at the back if you still have Konate. But Van Dijk is trying to make sure that he's the last pillar of that back wall. Going into the midfield, I think for Wits to shine, they need to ask Gravenberch to just be a number 6. Don't move the ball. Get the ball, give it to McAllister so he can progress the ball to Wits, and then maybe Wits needs to come a little bit down to collect the ball. If he comes a little bit deeper to collect the ball, maybe you'll have a space. And then I think his back is more of him running with the ball so he can create the space because he knows how to dribble, he knows how to pass the ball. But if you're going to get the space in that small pocket and try to turn and create something, I think it's going to be tough for him. And I think Liverpool is still going to struggle. But I trust Lodge will do some adjustment in that team. But I'm just saying, as soon as they spend more money, it's looked like they didn't need actually to spend more money. Even though I know they lost some players, but so they need to replace those players. But the way they spend money, sometimes it doesn't look like they needed to spend that money because, wow, what is happening now? It's Liverpool. It's one of the great things. But now they play my team, Chelsea, over the weekend, which they also have their own problems. But I believe if there's someone that gives people confidence is Chelsea, because even United was struggling, but came to Chelsea. Chelsea was like, we're going to give you something. So I feel like Liverpool will have an edge over this match. They might even actually allow Isak to score the first goal for Liverpool in the Premier League. And I think they will come back. But yeah, we'll see that match. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe, you share, and then you like, and then you can put your comment and say something that maybe you want us to talk about when it comes to Liverpool. What do you think Liverpool needs to change? Because I feel like there's a lot that needs to change because they do have players, but I think the systems need to change. I'll see you on the next one.